Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, and it's Friday the 18th of November, and thought I'd start by showing you what the weather's like in Wombourne here this morning. We're in South Staffordshire, temperature 11.6 degrees, so that's 54 degrees Fahrenheit. It's well above normal for what you'd expect in October. 78% out there as well, fairly cloudy with a south-southeasterly wind, and it does feel pretty mild out there, and that really is the way the weekend is going to be shaping up. Now, hopefully the sound is better on this recording. A few of you emailed me in yesterday to say that the sound on the recording was a bit crackly, so can you let me know how this one is and if the sound sounds better today? Right, so where are we as far as things are concerned today? Well, starting to get a bit more of a firmer picture now on how things are likely to be progressing during the next week. Still going for this idea of a major change in pattern during the second half of next week, and I'm getting some sort of indications of how this is now going to be developing. Got some good agreement in the broad overall look of the weather between the GFS model on the left here, the ECMWF on the right. These are the 7 to 10 day means of the 500 millibar flow. So, excuse me, this is from next Friday through to the following Sunday. And ECMWF here, look at both of them, got strong jet stream developing across the Atlantic during that period. So that really is a fundamental change. We've not seen the jet stream for several weeks now, and it looks like it's going to be paying us a visit, which means more unsettled conditions, more windy conditions too. Up to the north, lower than normal heights, higher than normal heights down to the south, strengthens this jet and basically just squeezes it through. So a strong jet stream, changeable conditions. Similar on the GFS, not making quite so much though of the variation in the heights to the north and south. Still below normal to the north, above normal to the south, so still getting that jet stream squeeze and forcing through this jet during the course of the week. Now, big question is actually what happens on Monday of next week, so a week on Monday. So that will be what, the 28th, because ECMWF brings us in a northwesterly flow, which would mean much colder conditions. GFS keeps us to the westerly flow, which keeps conditions at or above normal. Which one do we go with? Well, at the moment I'm kind of leaning towards this idea of the ECMWF bringing in those cooler conditions, so going far more unsettled back end of next week. Pretty heavy spells of rain around, particularly in the west and the north, but I then think we could be looking at some colder weather coming in into the week after. Here's the North Atlantic Oscillation forecast from Ryan Maui's site over in the States, and where we've got positive NAO, that means that we get westerly winds. You can see that it's staying pretty positive now right the way through. Each one of these thinner lines, by the way, are various different runs of the ensemble model, and you can see most of them are staying within this neutral to positive territory, so it's building confidence that this is perhaps the way that things are going to be developing. Onto the Arctic Oscillation, and remember these are the westerly winds going around the Arctic Circle. If it's positive, you tend to get strong westerly winds. If it's negative, they're far easier and lighter winds rather, and we get more of an easterly flow, and you can see that these are staying positive. So this is building up this idea of this westerly flow developing, bringing in the jet stream, strong jet stream during the back end of next week, and changing conditions quite fundamentally. And let's just run through the various different charts. This is the ECMWF, so this is the one that I'm kind of going with. This is the ECMWF chart valid for Monday the 28th. Low pressure look up towards the north. We've got this trough, you can see in the greener colours here, swinging its way eastwards. These are the colder conditions waiting to come in, so probably wouldn't be Tuesday before the cooler weather comes in, perhaps Tuesday and into Wednesday of the week after next. Okay, so if we compare that with which one's this? This is the operational GFS. It's got a westerly flow, but it's still cooler for midnight a week on Monday. Still bringing in these more unsettled conditions, but the trough really not making so much of that. So that's a slightly warmer model. And if we finally take a look at the GFS ensemble, so this takes many different runs of the model. That actually brings in a milder west to southwesterly flow through the country, keeps it cold in Scotland, keeps it warmer down towards the south. However, the one I think is probably going to be turning out to be correct is this one from the ECMWF. It's this one bringing in the cooler westerly flow, possibly turning northwesterly into the middle of next week. That could mean snow showers across the north and also the west come the early part of December. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. As always, this site's kept free of charge by the adverts that are shown around it. So if you see an advert that you like, do click on it, go through to the advertiser, show your support for the site and for that advertiser too. So feeling a little bit more settled about how things develop this morning. Of course it could change, and I'll keep you updated through the weekend, but for now, do keep the sun shining. Thanks for watching.